So for a while, I've been wanting to do a video on the Macho Man Randy Savage, primarily because when I look around today and I see, who these kids have to look up to, no one, and I repeat, no one has the intensity and the pure unbridled masculinity, ooh yeah, that the Macho Man brought to the table. Okay, and it wasn't just his time as a WWF or WWE whatever wrestler. And speaking of that company, that's the reason why I've paused the video in certain places. I'm just trying to catch stills, because what they do is they claim anything moving when in reality, like fair use, you think Vince McMahon cares about fair use? No, not at all. But when it comes to Macho Man, I mean, he was just unbridled testosterone pouring through your TV screen. Don't believe me? I mean, these are the old Slim Jim commercials that he used to do. And hold on, you got to listen to this.
I always like to keep my favorite snack handy. Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim. Oh.
Yeah, he rips the door off the handle. Like, yo, how do you not just love this guy? And he's passed away. He's been gone for a while now. But it's just like, we took you for granted, Macho Man. We truly took you for granted. Like, I couldn't even tell you about wrestling icons of today, or if they'll even be icons, because one of the things that we've done is dilute terms like, epicness and icons and stuff like that, to where, or divas when it comes to the ladies. It's like you like, now we're painting anything with that epic and legendary and powerful brush, when no, not everything was epic, not everything was legendary. But this guy right here, yes, he was very much so all the bit of the legend that that I claim for the man to be. But one of my favorite things to do when it comes to Macho Man, right, is his cameo in Spider-Man. Best cameo by far. He played Bonesaw in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, which is seriously the only real Spider-Man trilogy. Let's be honest about that. But I used to say this to my ex, the relationship ex, not random chicks that I'm smashing, but my relationship ex. I used to say this to her all the time. I'm like, hey, freak show, you're going nowhere. I got you for 5 minutes, and that's 5 minutes of playtime. Telling you guys, seriously, panties, just nothing but moisture. But the real reason we get to celebrate the greatness that is the Macho Man Randy Savage, like, seriously, look at this. Boom, an explosion comes through. Yeah, I got a Slim Jim for you, brother. This Romeo and Juliet stuff just ain't working. Yeah. But the reason we get to discuss and celebrate the awesomeness that is, seriously, guys, come on, with the advertising, because I misordered these videos. Okay, boom, South Park. All right, South Park. In their episode, they're talking about the trans athletes that are competing as women, and they brought out a Macho Man. So we're gonna play this clip for a little bit. Once again, major concern is the copyright laws, but I think we can flex around this. All right, check it out.
I can't tell you how free I feel now that I've started identifying as a woman.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the voice that they use doesn't carry that same powerful impact. But there's a reason. There's a reason they're using Macho Man in this example, and it's because from youth, from way back when, he was a mountain of testosterone. Now, of course, it's steroids, and of course, a lot of it was an act, but at the same time, you just wanted pure, unbridled. I mean, shoot, this guy is Viagra, man. Walking, talking Viagra. which makes him the perfect stand-in for all of these men who are competing against women in sports and in competition. And one of the things that really irritates about the trans athletics thing is that there's a lot of females who, like, by their nature are agreeable. We'll get along, we'll go along to get along, and thusly, despite how they actually feel that, yeah, this is a bit unfair, they'll continue to go about competing, even though they know they are placed in a damn near unwinnable position.
Now that I can compete as female, I'm ready to smash the other girls.
And is it correct you just started identifying as female 2 weeks ago?
I'm not here to talk about my transition.
See, but this scene is actually rather fantastic, because that's one of the things that happens when they celebrate this type of depravity. I consider it degeneracy and depravity when you have these guys that go up against the females. I've been very clear about that on this channel. But when you ask them about it, and you're like, oh, well, like, you just been transitioning for 2 weeks. Oh, well, I'm not here to talk about that. Like, it's that quick changing of, it's just a quick direction change, as opposed to, hey, if you're serious about these issues, and now I'm not talking to Macho Man, because God bless the dead, but the people he's standing in for, right? These trans gentlemen. If you really feel this way, if you're serious about this, then open up and just be real about it. But 9 times out of 10, what they do is they deflect and redirect.
I'm here to kick some ass. Let me tell you something, Dingleberry.
David Perry.
I'm gonna roll
Okay, that's hilarious.
up the other women here, and I'm gonna smoke them. I am the strongest woman this state has ever seen.
That's exactly how ridiculous the guys, particularly the black guys, in the running competition, that's exactly how ridiculous that they look.
Any words for the challenger, Miss Woman?
Good luck, Heather.
Agreeable. Oh, sure. Seriously? Like, seriously? I'm not going to spoil the episode or anything else like that, but I just think this was pretty hilarious that they used Macho Man as an example, and I wanted an opportunity just to talk about the guy, because I find him to be fascinating and someone who I never had role models or anything else like that, but hey, if I admire a gentleman's swag, a fellow gentleman's swag, I definitely have no problems hesitating or will not hesitate to let him know that. And when it came to the Macho Man, Randy Savage, thank you, South Park, for giving me an opportunity to talk about the guy, because I really I miss him. I miss Macho Man. I miss the persona of the Macho Man, Randy Savage. I am the first to admit I did not know him as an individual or as a real person, but the persona, what he presented, just pure, unbridled, uncut testosterone. And man, we need that in our lives. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead and do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. And don't forget to ring that bell. I gotta find a way to put that more naturally, the notification thing more naturally into my end spiel. I'll figure it out. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? I mean, like, who would you say is today's equivalent to the Macho Man? Like, I know for a fact that there's only one Macho Man, Randy Savage. I mean, the guy is, if you're unfamiliar and you want something, if you want to watch something really, really funny and you like the DC comics, there's the DCAU, the DC Abridged Universe, here on YouTube. I cannot recommend their content enough. And one of the things that they've done is Wade Wilson, or Slade, Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, sorry. Not Wade Wilson. Wade Wilson is Deadpool. Slade Wilson is Deathstroke, and they gave him the Macho Man, Randy Savage's voice, and it's a lot more in tone with the actual Macho Man, as opposed to what South Park did here. So I can't recommend them enough. But if you think that there's somebody who today that is comparable to the Macho Man, That's what my comment section is for. And what do you think about, this the guys that compete against the females? I mean, I love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment. Until the next one.